All right, let's look at exercise 8 in chapter 11 in your text. Here we're going to compute and journalize some payroll expense. So we've got Barnett & Company, and it says they have monthly salaries of $20,000. Soon they pay all the standard payroll taxes and no employees have reached the payroll tax limits. So journalize the accrual and payment of the employer payroll taxes for Barnett & Company. So remember from your reading, you should know that we have to pay FICA, and it's made up of OASDI and Medicare. So those are the two parts. Now this year that we're looking at in the book, the rates are going to be different from the current rates because of the credit that was allowed. So, but the current rates will be different. Okay, so for the purposes of our text, for employees, the FICA portion is 4.2% for the employee, and then the FICA for that's the OASDI, and the Medicare is 1.45%. However, when we do the employer side, which is what we're going to look at in exercise 8, the rate for the OASDI is the normal 6.2%, and the Medicare is the same 1.45%, because remember, employees have to pay FICA taxes and the employers match what the employees put in. All right, so for this year that this book was printed, the employees got a reduced percentage, but the employers did not. Okay, so they had 20,000 of taxable weight of monthly salaries. All right, so the FICA OASDI, that's going to equal 6.2%, okay, of the wages, and the FICA for the Medicare is going to equal 1.45%. Then they also have to pay FUTA, or federal unemployment taxes, and the state unemployment taxes, which we'll call SUTA. All right, so the FUTA equal 0.6%, and the state equals 5.6%. All right, so these are the items that the employer is going to have to pay. All right, so we're going to take over here, we're going to take that 20,000 times 6.2%. We're going to take the 20,000 times the 0.0145 for the Medicare. We're going to take the 20,000, not the 20,000 for the 20,000 for unemployment taxes, and multiply that by 0.006, and then the 20,000 times 0.056 for the SUTA. All right, so these are our numbers that we're going to use up here in our journal entry. Okay, now so when we record the employer's portion, these are all expenses to the employer. Remember, when the items that are withheld from an employee's pay, those are liabilities for us. Okay, so those are liabilities. So we're going to first record the accrual. So these are when we incur these. So these are all payroll tax expense. These are things the employer pays. So we're going to total up all of these. We'll have all of these items here. So we'd have FICA, OASDI, taxes payable, came out to $1,240. We had FICA, Medicare taxes payable, was $290. The FUTA payable was $120. SUTA payable was $1120. So that gives us a total here of $2,770. So that's the total payroll tax expense. So when we incur those, that's what we're going to record. That's the accrual. When we pay them, we just debit all of these items here. So those would be our debits. We reduce all those liabilities, and we would credit cash. So That's all we're going to do. Okay, and that's journalizing the accrual and the payment of the employer payroll taxes. Now let's look at exercise